Hi everyone, welcome back. So today I've got some Pretty Pink Posh cloud stencils, the zigzag rectangle, the largest of the set, and also Spellbinders small die of the month for May 23, which is the Flyby greetings. So what I've done is I've already die cut the little plane and the banner, which is what you create out of the set this month, and also the zigzag, I couldn't think of the word, zigzag rectangle from Lawn Fawn. And I've grabbed my waffle flower media mat, and I'm going to use the edge to kind of help hold or sort of guide where I'm going to pop the stencils. The stencils for this set there's two of them, and they're just like a layered cloud stencil. So I'm popping just trying to work out the placement, but I've popped the little zigzag rectangle down, and then I'm taking a blending brush and some broken china, distressing, and very lightly going over the stencil. So when I put the stencil in, I just went in the corner, used, like I say, the edge of the media mat just to hold it in place, and that helps with placement, like I say, of the second one. But just very lightly taking some broken china, just so there's a very subtle hint of blue clouds. I know clouds are not blue, but just so that there's that sort of reference point. And then I've layered the second stencil on top of that, and I'm going in slightly heavier handed, but not very heavy handed either. And it was actually hard even for me to see where I'd added the ink, because it was so pale. But I just wanted this hint of clouds in the background. I didn't want anything too fuzzy. So you can kind of see it better there, although the white on my camera goes a bit funny. But it's very, very subtle. And that's all I wanted. So now that I've done that, I'm going to stick the zigzag piece to the front of the card. And I'm just using a standard A2 size card, so it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, or 4 1/4 by 8 1/2 folded at 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 folded at 4 1/4. Oh my word. And so I decided on the rectangle piece to pop it up. So I've got some thin foam tape, and when I say thin, I don't mean it's narrow, I mean it's sort of not very deep. So I think it's about a 1 mil thick foam, so it just gives a bit of dimension, but it's not too chunky, so it should still go through the mail fairly easily. And I'm backing the whole back of this piece with the foam. I don't often do this because I actually find it hard to line things up when I do this, but I thought, you know what, let's go for it. So I got them all lined up, all stuck down, and just taking all the backing off, and then I will, as best I can, line this up onto the front of the card, and just hope I line it up somewhat straight. It was fine in the end. I also didn't know, even though I knew which way around my stencils were, I actually wasn't sure if there was a right or a wrong way to the clouds. So when it came to sticking them down here, I don't think it would have made much difference if they were technically upside down. You know, it's fine, they're clouds. So for my little banner and the aeroplane, which by the way took me a good chunk of time to put together, it's very I found it quite difficult to put together. That's not to say that it's not it's not simple once you know how, but there are a lot of pieces, and I think Spellbinders now are starting to put like PDFs onto their website. I've not found this one yet, so that you can like instruction PDFs for each of the dies and things like that. So and especially for things like the club kits and that, because although they give you examples on the back, there were some parts and pieces here that I didn't realize I had to cut out in more than one color. So not just more than once necessarily, but in different colors. So I used the backer that comes with it, as a guide to work out where everything went and what color, which is also why my colors are very similar to the you know, the example that they put with the kit, just because it made it easier for my brain to try and put this together. So once you've put it together once or twice, I'd say twice probably, I'm sure it will be a lot easier to do. But like I say, once it is together, it's such a cute little thing, and it's a very, for me, a very old-fashioned plane, which I love. So I'm now just, I decided to add foam to this because the foam's quite thin, like I said. I decided that actually, even if it was the foam on the back of the plane and the banner and the zigzag panel, it still wouldn't be too bulky to go through the post. Not that this one's going through the post, but that's not the point. So, and then just lining up my plane and my little banner. There's even a little link, like the trail thing that sort of comes off the back of the plane to hold the little banner, you know, like when it's whizzing through the sky. You even get those little parts and pieces. So Spellbinders do think of everything when it comes to these, and they do look very cool once they're put together. But I just found it a little tricky. But isn't it the cutest thing ever? So that's basically my card for today. Yeah, I hope you guys give this a try if you have it or something similar, and just create a, you know, a fun birthday card, all die cut card, with the exception of the little bit of ink blending we did. And yeah, I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye for now.